Hello, Amira.
Hello.
Welcome back. Let's continue. Amira, actually, last time when you were talking to your mother, she told me that you're really good in Java. Is it?
Um, what do you mean?
In Java programming?
No, not Java, Python.
Python. Did you learn Java?
We haven't done Java yet, but I was like looking into it. It's obviously like similar to every programming language, but it's just different in the sense that like the commands and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, it's
Nice.
not Java, it's Python.
Very good. So you are good in Python, right?
I'm okay, yeah.
Good. Okay. My also son, he's 12 years old, grade 6. Actually, grade 8 this year. He's also learning Python. Let's see. Sometime we may ask your recommendation if he needs help.
Oh.
He just made a few games now. Every day he's learning. And next week,
Oh, that's good.
school will start. He's just learning himself and from Coursera and making programming. And he's reading a book. Did you also learn yourself or you got some kind of training from a teacher?
I was learning it myself, like around his time, around his age. And then now I go to a school where we have to do it. So because I already done it myself, it's like easier to understand.
But when did you start learning Python? Long time
Like 2 years ago.
ago?
2 years ago when I was like 13.
Oh, I see. Good. Good. Okay. I mean, now I can see your question. So will you reread and draw it again because you're talking about a room, right? So you need to draw a room here, not a floor. Okay, very good.
Twelve, and then wait.
So it says width is 1.5 meters more than the height. Okay.
And then the area of the four walls.
Mm-hmm. Can you put capital A in front so we know that it's an area? No, what is that, Amira? So we are talking only about walls, right? Not the ceiling and floor.
Oh. Yeah, four walls. Okay.
Yeah, it's equal to 105. Okay. I mean, at school, when you're solving questions like this, are you used to actually write this constant number on the left-hand side?
No, not really.
Because in math, we always write the constant number on the right-hand side, so you better write that algebraic expression on the left-hand side. And next time, now in the next step, do it like this. So
Oh, you mean put the 105 on the right?
yeah. I don't know, maybe UK, but for the first time I see such thing, because we always write constant number on the right-hand side, and the terms or expression that involves variables on the left-hand side.
I want to
So
make this in capital so it's more
in
clear.
the
What were you saying?
I mean, here, the first row, right? You already actually wrote your first row. That's your equation. Now, what is the next step? Next step is we need to form our equation, simplify and solve it, right? So here we know that that's the area. It's given. Here it's 105. So, I mean, just write here 105. In the next step, now simplify. You don't have to write this again. 2 times 12, that is 24h, right? Plus 2h squared plus 2 times h times 1.5, that is 3h, minus 105 equals 0. I mean this.
Mhm.
And because you're writing 105 on the left-hand side, it's not wrong actually, but in mathematics, we always write the expression on the left-hand side and the constant number on the right-hand side. Okay, I mean, we can stop this question. That much is enough. Let's move to the next question. And the important thing is we are just here to understand the problem and
The stone is thrown vertically upwards with an initial speed of 56 meters per second. Its height, h meters above the ground, after t seconds is given approximately by the formula h is equal to 56t minus 5t squared. After how many seconds will the stone be 50 meters above the ground?
okay. No, we don't have
It's
to do this.
similar
We
to,
already did. Similar question.
yeah.
Okay, so we can skip this next question.
The number of diagonals d that can be drawn in a polygon with n sides is given by the formula d is equal to half of n and then take times by n take away 3. Find the number of sides of a polygon which has 20 diagonals.
Okay, so d equals 20 and just got the equation, can solve this. Next.
The front wheels of a vehicle are 50 centimeters greater in circumference than the back wheels. The back wheels make 3 revolutions more than the front wheels in a distance of 15 meters. Find the circumference of the front wheels.
Okay, I give you 5 minutes. Can you solve everything here on the screen? And we will discuss after 5 minutes.
Do I need to divide 15 by 3?
$15 by 3.
Yeah.
Why?
Because if it does like 3 like revolutions, then you can work out what 1 revolution is, and that's the circumference.
So actually here, number one, Amir, when you're drawing this, you see here from the question, the front wheels of a vehicle are 15 centimeters greater, right? So I don't know which one is front wheel for you, but if you just draw like this, okay, that's the front back wheel, and that's the front wheel. So now I can see that this one is front, this one is back. Okay, so if this circumference, let's say, is good, it is C, so this one is circumference is C plus 50. Okay, so actually they are traveling, right? The distance from A to B, since it is given in centimeters, let's also change this into centimeters, 150 meters, 1,500, right? Centimeters. Now, after drawing this, if you write your equation, now you can ask, what's the question, Amira?
Find the circumference of the front wheel.
No, why did it say that we should divide 15 meters by 3?
To work out like how much 1 revolution would be.
Okay. So now here, both wheels are rolling actually on this ground, whatever it is, right? Let's say for this one, if it takes, for the big one, if it takes n revolutions, for this one, it takes n plus 3 revolutions, right? And when actually the back wheel revolves n plus 3 times, the front wheel revolves at n times. And they actually cover the same distance. Now, using this one, you can write the definition, the equation. So for the first one, n plus 3, right, number of revolutions. In one revolution, it covers how much distance? The circumference, right? So we multiply by C. That is equal to 1,500 centimeters. For the second one, and just write n times C plus 50. Can you? I will delete this. What is the question? Find the circumference of the front wheels. Okay. I mean, if in front of parentheses, if there is nothing, you don't have to put parentheses, like n plus 3. That looks simpler for us, so it's not much confusing. Okay. N times 1,500 over n plus 3 plus 50. Okay. I mean, you forgot to put n in for actually multiply n by 1,650. Or maybe your n doesn't appear, I don't know. Okay, good. No, you don't have to put it there. Because n is outside here, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Something wrong here. I mean, n must be an integer. Why we got? Because n is a number of revolutions, right?
Yeah, yeah. And one is oh yeah, true.
Okay, can you just move up? Let's have a look quickly where you made a mistake. Okay. N plus 3 times c, n times c plus 50 equals 1,500. But here in the question, it's okay, but we'll finish this. In the question, actually, we need to find the circumference of the front wheels, right? So you better actually eliminate n from the equation because you need to find c, right? Not n.
Yeah, but can't I just put it in back here?
Mm-hmm. I mean, your solution is correct, but if you here eliminate n from the equation, when you actually get c, you don't have to do extra operation here because now we get n, so we have to substitute there. You have to divide 1,500 by n plus 3, then you will get the value of c, right?
Oh.
So anyway, can you just move up? Let's have a look what is wrong there. Okay, that is 1,500 over n plus 3. N times 1,500 plus 50 equals 1,500. All right, n plus 3, 50, n, 150, 1,650. Okay, and n plus 3 plus 1,500 divided by 50. It's 13 divided by 33. N plus 50 n squared equals 30. N. Yeah, everything is correct, I think. Number of revolutions.
So So it's this one. Because it can't be a negative, right?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, in the question, Amir, it says the circumference of the front wheel, I think, right?
Yeah, the F50. Okay.
So that is C plus 50. So that is dot, 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 C plus 50. That is 185.
Are we done with this one?
Hmm?
Are we finished with this one?
Yeah, 93 done. And let's just read it and we will see.
The
Can
time
you
for the bus. Yeah.
read it,
Oh,
please?
the the time for the bus trip between two towns is 45 minutes shorter than the time for the train trip between the same two towns. If the towns are 350 kilometers apart and the train speed is 15 kilometers per hour, slower than that of the bus, find the speed of the bus in kilometers per hour.
Okay. What is it? Is T?
Time.
But
T
here,
is time.
time is everything in hours, right, Shahin? Amira. Also, actually, when you're writing this, you better write in hours. So change minutes into hours, then write it. Otherwise, you may get confused later. Good. Okay, can you use that lowercase t for time? Yeah, you may wonder what does it matter because usually capital T in math we use for some other different quantities.
And the train speed, um, so I need to find the speed of the bus. that correct?
Yeah, it is correct, Amira, but here, since we need to find S, right? So you better express T in terms of D and S, so that actually we can just equate them and eliminate T. Here, again, you need to represent again, you need to just make some change and express T in terms of S. Now here, how do you eliminate T from the equation? You cannot. So you better write T, actual time, in terms of distance and speed. So for the first part, time is T minus 3 over 4, right? T minus 3 over 4, right? T minus 3 over 4 equals 350 over S. For the second one, T equals 350 over S minus 15. So immediately now I can substitute the second value, this one, into the first equation. Then we have just equation in S. So we'll get the value of S when we solve that equation. It's 5 for S.
Oh, that's an S. Let me make it clearer because it still looks like a 5 to me.
Okay, you can write X then.
I always do this in my tests where like I write a letter, but then I think it's a number.
If you actually always do this, so at the beginning, you can just write speed equals X, so that you know what we mean by X. But of course, you can actually use any variable, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Really?
Well, it's so, what is that?
Yeah, that's good. I made one question here. Okay, I'm just interested. That's why I'm asking you. Why are you writing this multiplication again and again?
Which one?
If you're writing 4 times x minus 15, right? Because usually when we start teaching algebra to kids, we actually stop using this multiplication sign. We use this only in primary school. We use
That's meant
this
to be-
only in situations when we actually confuse with multiplication with decimal number.
That's meant to be an X.
Oh, that's X.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I thought it's multiplication. Okay, so you're not using multiplication anymore, right? Because
No,
I
'cause you
actually
told
saw
me-
a couple of times that you're writing this X as a multiplication symbol.
Yeah.
Good.
After
Sorry.
you told me not to, I just decided to stop.
Okay, good. Okay, Amira, we can stop here. The rest, you know that, right? We can just simplify this and bring it to the standard form, and you know how to solve this. That much is enough. Can you move to the next question?
A car travels from Singapore to
Penang.
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 Yeah,
A
Penang.
distance of 700 kilometers in a time of X hours. An aircraft traveling 350 kilometers per hour faster than the car takes 8 hours, 20 minutes less to cover the same distance. Form an equation in X and solve it to find the time of flight of the aircraft.
Yeah. Let me just see how you form your equation. Okay, and we will move to the next question. And also, Amir, when you're drawing this line, if you just put a dot here of points, okay, it looks better. Yeah, because that means it's a line segment. So if you don't put a dot, it looks like a line.
Okay, we don't need this.
No, I mean, why didn't I write y equals something? Because we need to find x, right?
But we don't know what Y is.
Yeah, that's why we are going to eliminate this from the equation. If it's on the left-hand side, we can eliminate it easily, right?
Oh, okay.
So y equals 700.
It says
Or-
form an equation in X. So like I thought
Yeah.
that meant put on the left.
And we are going to form this because now you are going to write two equations, right? So we will eliminate this y, then we will get one equation in x. If you write like this, then you have to do extra operations again after this step. Now the second one is y plus 350. Okay. All right, now that is our equation in X, right? That's the first part of the question. Now the second part is we have to solve this, and we know how to solve this. Good. I mean, let's move to the next question. Let's try to finish this. Let's see how many questions left. We have 9 this way, I think. Okay.
The area of a rectangle is 92 centimeters squared. If the length is 4 centimeters longer than the width, find the perimeter of the rectangle, giving your answer correct to the nearest millimeter. Wait, we need to...
Yeah, that's correct. So we need to solve this equation. We'll get the value of X, right? And after that, we should find the perimeter of the rectangle. Minus 92 equals 0. Okay. So, I mean, let's move to the next question.
A cistern can be filled by 2 pipes. The small pipe alone will take 24 minutes longer than the large pipe to fill the cistern alone. The small pipe alone will take 32 minutes longer to fill the cistern alone. Then when the 2 pipes are operating together, how long will it take the large pipe to fill the cistern alone?
Notice P, Amira? Time?
P is pipe, so there's capital P and lower P, so big pipe and small pipe.
So actually it means T. I mean, does P is represent time here, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, then why don't you use just T, T1 and T2? So now we know what we mean here. Okay, time 1, that's for small pipe, time 2, no, T1 for big pipe, right? T2 for small pipe, okay. All right, continue.
I'm not sure what to do after this.
It's very similar to distance, speed, time problems. And also again, actually, I suggest you to solve this kind of question, draw something, since we are talking about a cistern, a kind of container, right? Draw a container here. Okay, we are talking about this container. So we have 2 pipes. That one is pipe 1. Now I can use capital P, let's say P1, or big one. And this one is capital P, small one. So we have 2 pipes, right? And what is the volume of the cistern? It is fixed, of course, it does not change, right? So now we can write here this V for the first pipe, the big one, right? It says that the small pipe alone will take 24 minutes longer than the larger pipe to fill the cistern alone. So here we have 24 minutes. So this one is, let's say, if it takes t times, okay. This one is rate of the big pipe. This one is the rate of the smaller pipe. That is liters per minute, liters per minute. So this one is big one. It takes t times capital R. The small one, it takes 24 minutes longer. So it is t plus 24 minutes times R. Okay. So that's the volume. It's like a distance. The t is time. This R is the rate. Okay. What is the unit of this rate? That is liter per minute. That means that every minute, R, capital R, liters of water is coming from this pipe, right? And here, from the small pipe, every minute, how much actually, lowercase r, liters of water is just discharged from this pipe. And that is how we write the equation. I mean, did you understand this equation? That is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Okay, then, just looking at this question, we can solve the problem. And if you continue, it says that the small pipe alone will take 30 minutes longer to fill the cistern alone than when the two pipes are operating together, right? That means that here, again, this one is when we just open only the big pipe. And the second case, only the small pipe. How about if we open them together? It takes some time, right? And now, how about the rate? And two actually pipes are open, so the rate will be capital R plus small r, right? And now what should I write here? If I just write here, let me just write x now. I can just write its value here. The small pipe alone will take, small pipe takes this much, right? T plus 24. 32 minutes longer to fill the cistern alone than when the two pipes are operating together. So what does that mean? That means that this T plus 24 plus 32 is equal to X, right? Because this one is the time needed to fill the tank with small pipe. And this one is extra when we compare this time when actually both pipes are open here. So let's say the time actually taken to fill the cistern when both pipes are open, it takes X minutes. So that is when the small pipes alone, it takes 32 minutes longer. So X equals this thing. So now I can, instead of X, I can just write here, T plus, what is it? V equals T plus 56. So here we have T plus 56 times R plus R. Is it plus or minus? It should be minus, right? I made a mistake here. Because X, if I T plus 24, so if I add something, okay, here, sorry, this should be minus. Oh, where's the eraser? Eraser is here. Okay. Okay. Okay, here it is minus 32 because it says that the small pipe alone will take 32 minutes longer. So this thing, this T plus 24 is 32, I mean, greater than X by how much? By 24. That means that X minus 24 is equal to X plus 24. No, T plus 24, sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm not used to use this one. Sorry, let me just. Okay. Sorry. So here, these two things, right? And when we open two pipes together, it takes less time. When we just pipe only the small pipe alone, it takes more time. That means that this X is equal to T plus 24 minus how much? 32, which is equal to T minus 8. So this, instead of X, we need to write here T minus 8. So now we have three equations. Why can I move down? You have three equations. right? The first one is V equals T times capital R. The second one is V equals T plus 24 times lowercase r. The third one is V is equal to, when we open both pipes together, it takes T minus 8 times R plus lowercase r. And that's the key point here, Amir. Now, as you see here, we have three equations, three variables, and we can solve and find the values of everything here. How? From the first one, capital R, if you just express in terms of V and T, we have capital T, the capital R will be equal to V over T. From the second one, lowercase r equals V over T plus 24. And from the last one, V is equal to, what is it? Not V. Capital R plus lowercase r will be equal to V over T minus 8. So for capital R, we have the subset this thing. For lowercase r, we have the subset this thing. And as you see here, we have capital V, capital V, capital V in the numerator. Just cancel them out, cancel it out, right? And we have only one equation in T. So we will get the value of T. Okay. Amira, until Sunday, okay, can you try to solve the rest of the questions here, if possible, so that we can have a look and discuss here, because when you just solve it in the paper, if you can solve in the paper also, it's fine. You can just take a picture and show me here. How many questions left? I think now, what question is it? Is it 97? It's 97, right? So 98 until 103.
Okay.
Okay, try to solve these questions and also your test, and that much is enough until Sunday. Okay, so we will meet on Sunday at 2:30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better, I think, for you and also for me. For me, it's fine actually, anytime, but okay, Amira, thank you very much then. See you on Sunday. Okay.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.